The 55, Ryan Disterheft in the 56, Steve Stout in the 51 with Rob Brillhard in the 77, back in row 4, John McClure is number 12, Paul Eel Jr. in the 4E, Dennis Walker's in the 81, Todd Fights in the 18, Jared Stout, last week's winner. In this heat race, Jason Seeley and Todd Cowan as the top three move on to the main event. Top three will transfer to the main. Car sideways, looks like it's Todd Cowan in the number 16. With some problems, also having some problems is Paul Eel Jr. He's come to a rest over there in the top of turn number 2. Making up the remainder of the field. As we're ready to go racing once again. Green flag is Lytle staying on that high side. We'll see if he's got enough momentum down the backstretch. Cars getting together in front of the entire field. Proper involved. Also Ryan Disterheft. All right, you heard it. Want some roasted almonds? We got them right here. This guy's selling them. And we're gonna try it again, folks. Well, so far, it's still a battle out front. Everyone gets through 1 and 2 cleanly. Your leader is Tim Lytle, in the XL, followed by the 51 of Jeff Sherwood. Here they come out of turn 4, folks. We're going to complete a lap. One lap complete. As Lytle leads them, Sherwood in the second spot. Then it's the 56 of Ryan Disterheft. Battle for the 4th spot. It's the 55 of Chris Higgins trying to hold on. It's 3 wide for that position. As Fights right there in the number 12. And the 51 of Stout all battling for that 4th spot. Now they'll split down the backstretch. 3 wide. And like that, he loses 2 spots. Chris Higgins falls back to the 6th spot. Problems on Sherwood's 51 on the handling. He'll lose a spot as Fights goes by into number 12. Fights now up to the 3rd spot as Sherwood trying to hold on. As we got the battle of the 51s, we caution out. We got a car stopped over there in turn number 1. Well, at least we got 1 lap in. And we're off. Slow start, but we're back underway as Tim Lytle leads them on a turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Disterheft hits in the 2nd spot, Fights right on the back bumper, and at number 12 sits in 3rd. Sherwood leading Stout in the battle of the 51s. Right there is the 55 of Chris Higgins. Battle for that 2nd spot now heating up on the inside. It's Fights on the inside looking for that 2nd spot. He's underneath Disterheft as they come out of turn number 4. Side by side for 2nd. Fights will take it as they reach the halfway point. Really getting racy there in the middle of the pack. Jared Stout's number 1 trying to work his way into the top 5. He sits 5th and he works on the 4th spot as he's on the inside as Sherwood going into turn 3. Front 3 have pulled away and here they come out of 4. Jared Stout now up to the 4th spot and at number 1 looking to move up 1 more position. That is the transfer spot currently held by the 56 of Ryan Disterheft. Battle for the lead. Here they come. Lytle on the outside. On the inside it's Fights. Fights will continue to work that low groove as they go through the middle of 1 and 2. Lytle with the advantage down the backstretch. Who's got the motor going down the back straightaway to turn 3? They're still side by side. Fights now will take that spot away coming out of turn number 4. Lytle back to 2nd. No, he's going to hang on the outside. Jared Stout now trying to move up into the 3rd spot. He looks on the inside of Disterheft's number 56. He works it down the backstretch. Jared Stout into number 1 on the in for the 3rd spot. Leaders come by, white flag for Fights into number 12. 3rd spot still highly contested. Jared Stout trying to move up 1 more spot. Disterheft trying to hold on so he doesn't have to work so hard, but he falls back to the 4th spot. So move Jared up the 3rd. Here they come for the checkered flag. It's going to be Fights, followed by Lytle, Stout, Disterheft. Sherwood will finish in the 5th spot. and Higgins will finish 6th. After that, it got a little too dicey. And they'll have to wait to see where they finish when they go to the pay booth later on. Well, your winner in end number 12 is going to take it right to the pit. On the pole, Jerry Coons alongside Jim Hale Jr. in the 7. Cliff Denman will be alongside him. Row 3, Ray Hudson and David Rie. Scott Fisk, Bob Neiman, Danny Knowles, Rick Stout, David Hatfield, Walt Wisniewski, and Frank Ward all in this one. Now we'll try to get the names correct this time. Out front is Jerry Coons in a W1. Then it's the 24 of Cliff Denman in the 2nd spot. David Rie looking for that 2nd spot now. He's on the inside fighting Denman for 2nd. Moving up to 4th. It's Ray Hudson's number 25. Leader comes by. Jerry Coons leads him once again. As they get real racing there in the middle of the pack there, 3 wide. Oscar Rolapaw in the middle there, falling back as Scott Fisk goes by him. Leader now goes into turn 3. It's Jerry Coons, Cliff Denman 2nd. Then David Rie. Hudson in the 4th spot. Oh, car spinning. Bob Neiman nose first over there against the wall in turn number 4. So you're new out here this season. We used to start them in turn number 4. Now we do it right on the front stretch. Jerry Coons leading him into turn 3 and 4. Denman, Rie, and Hudson still your top 4. Scott Fisk moving from the Pro Stock division to the Modified division, looking for that 5th spot. He tried to get in on the inside of Jim Hale. Not able to do it, but Jim Hale looks on the inside of Hudson for 4th. Battle for the 2nd spot. Denman on the high side, Rie on the low side in a number 21. He'll look on the inside in the middle to 3 and 4. 3 wide racing there for the 4th spot. Car spinning. Rick Stout driving over the front of Rick's car is Danny Knowles. They're both able to continue on as we reach the halfway point. Scott Fisk now up to the 4th spot in a number 12. As Jerry Coons continues to lead, but he's got a battle right behind him between Rie and the number 21 and the 2nd place car of Cliff Denman. Cliff Denman sits there in that 2nd spot. Problem in a Jerry Coons car. He seemed to lose a little bit of ground. He's got it going once again as Scott Fisk is caught up to your leaders. Something wrong with Jerry Coons' car and everyone goes by. The leader is Denman in a number 24. Caution on the speedway. Scott Fisk goes off the track as maybe Jerry Coons having some major problems in that W1. Slowing down dramatically and the caution comes out. Well, it looks like we're going to get this one going once again. Denman will lead him down with that green flag. Denman, your leader, getting up high off the track. He'll lose a whole bunch of spots. Rie out front now in the 21. Fisk in the 12 now in the 2nd. That moves Jim Hale, the 7X up the 3rd. Ray Hudson in the 4th spot. As peekaboo, there's Cliff Denman. Scott Fisk in a number 12. Former Pro Stock champion, now in an IMCA Modified. All over the back bumper of Rie's number 21. He'll look to the low side. He'll come by this time. White flag for your leader. It's going to be Rie this time. Battle for the 3rd spot, too. Rick Stout looking to take that 3rd spot away from Jim Hale. As everywhere you look, there's a battle. It's Fisk on the outside. Rie on the low side. Here they come out of turn 4. Who's they going to beat, folks? Out of 4, side by side. Scott Fisk will take the win. Rie will finish in that 2nd spot, but it's too close to call for the 3rd spot. Okay, now that I've indulged too much information, here we go. Heat race numero 3. Side by side up front, Kirk Johnson will take the spot going down the backstretch. Look at him, 3, 4, 17 wide down the backstretch. Some problems on the number 7 of Myron DeYoung. Off the pace, cars getting together. Look out, folks. Neil Safker getting her sideways. Looks like the 66 of Kevin Watkins sitting up on the top of turn number 3. I'll have to see if that'll be an official lap scored. And again, 1 lap complete. They come down to the cone, slow start, we're underway. Battle for that second spot. Wiles getting by Kaiser down the backstretch. Move Wiles up a spot. Looks like Shank in the 42 also moving through. He sits now in the 4th spot. Leaders come by. Lap 2 complete. We got a car spun over here out of turn 4. It's the 12V. Jimmy Erickson looks like turned around here in the exit of turn 4, and that slows the field down once again. And Mark, the leader, setting the pace of this one, and he will take them down rather slow as that green flag waves. We're underway. Looking on the inside already, it's Wiles in the 76. They're side by side for the top spot. Also battling for 3rd. It's Shank on the inside of Kaiser. Bob Buff moving up a spot. He now sits in the 5th spot. Here come your leaders. Greg Wiles, your new leader in that number 76. Johnson still on the outside. Wiles with about all that car out front now as he takes the position to himself. Johnson falls back to 2nd. Shank now in 3rd. Kaiser falls back to 4th. But we're halfway through. Battle for the second spot now. Shank trying to look on the inside of Johnson. Not able to do it, but will peek down low going into 3. Terry Shank in the yellow number 42 trying to get around that orange number 19 of Johnson. Not able to do it that lap. Wiles pulling away just a little bit. He pulls and extends that lead out to about 8-9 car lengths over Johnson. Car getting out of shape. Neil Seifker. He's able to get it rolling down the back straightaway. It's Wiles, Johnson, and Shank, your top 3. Those will be the ones that transfer to the main event. Kaiser looking to move up 1 more spot so he doesn't have to try so hard to be C or D later on tonight. It's Greg Wiles all by himself. They go around the lap number 25 of Tom Arnst. As Tom will take his car to the pits. Battle for 2nd, heating up once again. White flag is out. It's Shank and Johnson side by side. Johnson up high, Shank down low, side by side for 2nd spot. Johnson takes the spot back. Here comes your leader. He's going to win this one. It's Greg Wiles. Who's it going to be for 2nd? It's going to be Johnson in the 19. Shank will finish 3rd and move on to the A main. Rusty Ziegler driving the 776. Brooke Brasington in the 5B. And then the final row, it's Dan Borgman's number 72 and Scott Rummel in the 95. Joey Fowler also in this one in the number 19. A late arrival, looking to make his way through the field. Out front, it's Dennis Morris in the 4M. Then look at him, dicing it up back behind him. Oh, spinning, it's the 29 in front of everybody. We got a bottleneck over in turn number 4. Jerry Pace involved in a number 3. He continues on. Cars is smoking over there. Here at the end of turn number 4 for 11. At number 11, he's a rookie, 16 years of age. Yeah, apparently we think we're ready to go. Well, we're underway, and look at him dicing it up for that 2nd spot. Zach Olger really making a move in that 0. He pushes it on the inside of Hunt into number 8. 8 holding on to that second spot. Rod Sadler back and forth trying to get around Zach Olger as well. Zach slides it sideways as they're 3 wide for the second spot. Zach Olger in the middle. He'll back off as Hunt and Sadler will pass him by. Here comes Jerry Payson at number 3. He's looking for the 4th spot. Meanwhile, out front, it's Morris in the 4M. AJ Knowles having some problems in that number 11, and he gets it back going. Hunt trying to hold on a second. He's got Rod Sadler right underneath him coming out of turn 4. Too close to call for that second spot as of right now. Holton Lake native Rod Sadler working that inside. Jerry Hunt on the outside in that number 8. Trying to keep him behind, not able to do it as he works the middle groove. As so now we got a battle for that top spot. Morris lost a little bit of ground. We got a car sideways in turns 3 and 4. Looks like it could be Scott Rummel in the 95. Hey, guess what? We're underway. I don't know if Morris knows because he just lost the top spot and big time as Rod Sadler went by on the inside. Morris picks up the pace now and he'll challenge for that top spot. As Morris asleep at the wheel, we get to the halfway point. Rod Sadler in number 55 all by himself out front. He's got a battle behind Jerry Hunt looking for second. Not able to get it that time by as Morris still on the outside. Morris will pull out and take that second spot to himself and pull in front of Jerry Hunt. They come by to complete another lap. Leader pulling away just a bit now. Rod Sadler showing the way. Oh, car in the front stretch walls, the 72. Dan Borgman this time, and apparently Mr. Duddles wants everyone to know he doesn't have any sponsors on the side of that 29 as he comes to rest here on the front stretch. Will come by this time as Sadler gives him a slow start. We're underway. Sadler with the horsepower now as Morris still trying to hold on to the second spot. Jerry Hunt on the inside. Zach Olger looking for a way to sneak up into the top 3 as he sits in the 4th spot. I think that's Brooke Brasington sitting there in the 5th spot in the number 5. As your leaders come by, white flag for Rod Sadler. One more to go as Hunt got it all out of shape. Smoke coming from the front of that number 8. Morris sits in the 3rd and final transfer spot. Going into turn number 3, it's still Sadler out front. Looks like he's going to take this one handily as he'll cross the checkered flag. Hunt will finish in the 2nd spot with Dennis Morris finishing 3rd. Zach Olger will have to try it again later. I'm going to guess somewhere around 12 laps for this B main. Top 3 move on to the main event. Here we go, folks. Disterheft and Olger lead them out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Still side by side, Disterheft with the slight advantage. Zach Olger staying on that high side. Disterheft gets it 2 sideways. Olger looks on the outside, but Disterheft waving to the crowd in that 56 rather. There's a Freudian slip. Joe Fowler looking to take that top spot, moving through the pack. Now he's your new leader. Smiling Joey Fowler. Out front in that 19, got here a little bit late, finds himself out front here in the B. Disterheft back to 3rd, Zach Olger in the 3rd spot. I think I said that. The mine's starting to go, folks. Disterheft and Olger battling for that 2nd spot. Denman and I believe that's Hatfield battling for the 5th spot. Joe Fowler out by himself. Zach Olger sitting in second. Disterhef third. Denman in the fourth spot. Here comes the 16 of Cowan. He's moving up to fifth as he's battling on the inside of Tom Rudvoets. Problem with the Juvenville number 8 as he leaves the track. Cowan trying to make a move to get into that fifth spot. Not able to do it. They touch down the backstretch. Everyone gets sideways, but able to keep it going. A little bump draft going into turns 3 and 4 as Cowan looks on the inside. Problem with the stout number 51 as he goes off the track. Back on in at number 51 as Joe Fowler leading the way in that 19 is the challenge being mounted down by the 0 of Zach Olger. Disterhef sits in the third spot, then it's Denman. Rudvoets, I'm having a problem with that all day as Denman still having problems between 1 and 2 off the track and falls back. We got a car on the front stretch. Bob Bupp right in front of your leaders and brings out the caution flag. Come to that cone here on the front stretch. And we're ready to go. Denman tried to make that charge for the third spot. Now he finds himself possibly losing it to the number 52 of David Hatfield. That's Hatfield in the 52 there in the fourth spot. Denman back to fifth. Cowan in sixth. As Rusty Ziegler moves up a spot, your leaders come by. Disterhef looking on the inside of your second place car. Olger not able to find the room into turn 3, but he'll look on the inside coming out of 4. Oh, spinning is Cowan. There on the front stretch. He'll keep it going. And we'll continue on. Leaders are coming out of turn number 4. Fowler leads them by once again. Zach Olger second. Disterhef in third. Hatfield fourth. Battle for the fifth spot. Denman and Ziegler getting together. Some sparks flying as Denman once again slides it too high out of 1 and 2. So Ziegler up to fifth. White flag for your leader. Joey Fowler leading it in 19. 3/4 of a lap left. Zach Olger trying to stay in second spot as Disterhef in third. Looking for a last lap challenge for that second spot as Disterhef looked on that back bumper. Here they come out of turn 4. Joe Fowler will take the win. Zach Olger second. Disterhef will be third. Hatfield, Denman, Ziegler, Eels, Bupp, and Rudvoets will all have to come back next week. Dan Borgman in the 72, the 12J of Jimmy Erickson, and Bob Neiman in the 60, all set to go. Top 3 move on. Sherwood jumps to the lead. Kenneth Walker really making a move there on the inside, battling for the 4th spot. He shoots down low. We got a battle for the 2nd spot. Brooke Brasington trying to get around that 7X of Jim Hale as Sherwood leads it in the 51. Brooke Brasington making that move for the 2nd spot. He gets around Hale. Now the only one in front of him is your leader, the 51 of Jeff Sherwood. Brasington really finding some horsepower down on the low side as he tucks it right underneath the back bumper of Jeff Sherwood. Front 3 pulling away just a bit as Brooke Brasington will look for the lead now. Plenty of daylight on the low side. He shoots out of 4. They're going to be side by side down the front stretch. Sherwood with the slight advantage leads that lap. Brasington now with the advantage as Sherwood got a little bit loose. Brasington with the horsepower takes that spot all to himself going into 3. Here comes Walker. He's looking for 3rd. Oh, someone doesn't sound very good. Looks like Danny Knowles calling it a night in that 33. He pulls it in the infield. Brillhart with some problems in that 77. He will also pull it into the infield. Somebody's motor is starting to come apart, it sounds like. Brooke Brasington lays him down again. Well, that sounded a little cleaner that time by. It's Brasington, Sherwood, and Jim Hale. Jerry Coons finding all that top side going down the backstretch. Back there in the 6th spot. Battle for 3rd now. Walker, look out. Got it a little sideways. Hale tried to avoid him. Hale will shoot down on the inside now to take that 3rd spot back. Walker outbreaks him going into the middle of the turn. They'll come out side by side down the front straightaway. Walker up to 3rd. Off the track. Darrell Proctor having a hard time keeping it on the track off of turn number 2. Loses a whole bunch of positions. He's able to keep going as your leaders go by. Jerry Coons in that number 1 starting to reel in your leaders just a bit as the front 4, or actually the front 5 have broken away from the rest of the field. Caution is out as we got a car spun over here in turn number 4. Turn 4, they creep and they crawl. And that's a green flag. Oh, Brasington gets a good jump. Now everyone bottlenecks for that 3rd spot. Jerry Coons battling for 4th rather, with Jim Hale. Jerry Coons had some problems with his motor earlier on in the heat race. Seems to have it hooked up a lot better now in that Burger King number 1. As Brooke Brasington leads them down the backstretch. This time by, they should see the white flag with 1 more lap to go. Your front 3 pretty much untouched at the moment. Sherwood looks for that top spot as he's on the inside. Rockford driver Brooke Brasington takes him down the backstretch into turn 3, front 3, single file, nose to tail. Jerry Coons making a last-ditch effort. Here they come. It's going to be Brooke Brasington, Jeff Sherwood, and Dennis Walker, your top 3. Jerry Coons will finish 4th as, hey, that car crossed the line the wrong way. AJ Knowles, want everyone to see the driver's side of that number 11. 5 is Tom Arnst. We're going to see if Walt Wisniewski is out there. As everything a little scheduled to be in this one. As we start, and we almost start 3 wide. A lot of spots were 3 wide. Kaiser out front. In the number 16, car off the track is Oscar Rupa on the 18. Look at them, 3, 4, 5 wide. Cars touching. Hudson spinning in front of everybody. Pace getting into the side of the 18 of Todd Fights. And obviously a caution coming out. Hope you enjoy your coffee. Well, we're going to try it again, folks. 3 wide once again. Kaiser caught in the middle. Kaiser out front. Chris Higgins looking. He'll sit for second right now. Jerry Pace. Oh no. Higgins ain't going to sit back in second for long as he shoots on the inside of Kaiser. Pace on the inside as well. They're 3 wide. Higgins holding on. Pace right there. They're 3 wide once again. Kaiser on the outside, Higgins on the inside, then it's Pace and Watkins side by side for the 3rd and 4th spot. Now Kaiser will take the spot away. Kaiser out front, here comes Watkins in the 66 now. Making his way up front. Higgins in the 55 in the final transfer spot. Jerry Pace in 4th, here comes DeYoung in the number 7. Lots of good cars in this one, only 3 of them advance. tough field of cars for this D-main as Watkins really getting some horsepower coming out of turn number 2. Had to let off just a little bit as that Kaiser was right in the groove he was looking to keep as he blocks for that top spot. Watkins now shoots on the inside. DeYoung on the outside looking for third spot now. Kaiser holding on up front. Look out, Higgins sideways. He's on the infield. They're side by side, 3 wide for the 4th spot. Todd fights in the middle, net number 18. Finds himself now in the 4th spot. Look at the battle for the lead. Watkins, DeYoung, and Kaiser all battling for that top spot. Watkins on the inside into turn number 3. Halfway home, 6 down, 6 more to go this time by as Kaiser leads another lap. But Watkins right there into number 66. Now DeYoung will look on the inside. He turns that car a hard left. Not enough horsepower coming on to 2 that time by. He'll manage to stay in the single file formation. He'll shoot down low now. Look on the inside of Watkins coming out of 4. Kaiser really trying to hold on. Watkins finding a lot of speed on the high side. We got a caution on the speedway. It looks like the number, I don't know who that is over there off of turn number 4. Looks like someone off the track. You're blocking someone in or it'll be towed at your expense because we're under green. Oh, your leader having some problems out of turn 2. He's going to lose that top spot. Kevin Watkins finds the open space and takes the lead. DeYoung trying to hold on to the 3rd rather, fights on his back bumper as Kaiser now sits in the 2nd spot. Watkins, Kaiser, and DeYoung, your top 3. Then it's fights. And Higgins, Jerry Pace in the 6th spot. And then the number 5 of Gary Vandermark. DeYoung looks on the inside for that 2nd spot. Nothing there. He just slides back just a little bit, loses some ground. His fight's right there behind him. Kaiser really sliding up high. Problems on that 25 once again. Tom Arndt, he gets it going. And this time by, we're going to take a look at that white flag. 1 more lap to go for your leader. Watkins in that 66 will be the first to take a look at that white flag. 1 more lap to go. Kaiser trying to hold on. DeYoung looks once again for that 2nd spot. Still just can't get enough bite out of turn number 2. Your leader in the middle of 3 and 4 will take the win in that 66. 2nd spot will go to Kaiser. DeYoung will finish 3rd. Fights 4th. Higgins 5th. Pace in the 6th spot. As the rest of the field goes by. The IMCA Modified ready to tear it up for somewhere around 20 laps. So Morris and Lytle will set the pace in this one. Johnson and Hunt in row 2, row 3, Rhea and Sattler. Here they come out of 4. Boy, someone got a big jump. Green flag waves. Down the backstretch, it's Tim Lytle in the XL, Morris in the 2nd spot. Put Johnson up to that 2nd spot now. Morris falling back to 3rd, but he'll challenge now on the inside of Johnson. On the inside, Morris takes that 2nd spot back. They touch, get a little bit out of shape. Here comes the 21 of David Rhea. Rhea now looks for that 2nd spot. Johnson right there. They're all battling for 2nd spot. Morris, Johnson, and Rhea. Rhea still on the inside in the yellow number 21. They stay side by side with a car with a push. And he shoves Morris up high. So some handling problems on 21 of Rhea, especially when he comes out of turn number 4. Now Morris will look on the inside. Oh, they bump hard down the backstretch. Obviously, Morris not real pleased with that move as a car off the pace. Zach Olger taking his number 0 to the pits. Lytle continuing to lead in that XL. It's Rhea in the second spot. Morris third, Johnson fourth. Then it's Scott Fisk in the number 12. Rick Stout in the 410. Looking, battling for that third, fourth, and fifth spots. Here comes Fisk now. He shoots on that high side. Johnson still right there underneath him in that number 19. Side by side for the fourth spot. Johnson, one of the few up front running that low groove now. He's in danger of losing that fourth spot, but he's like he's connected to the side of that number 12 as he's right on the door handle. Meanwhile, it's still Tim Lytle leading the way. Rhea second, Morris third, then it's a toss-up on who wants to lead fourth, depending on what lap you look at the scorecard. This time by, it's going to be too close for me to call. Looks like Johnson might have had a nose out in front of Scott Fisk that circuit around, but Fisk starts to pull away now and takes the spot outright as they go into turn number 3. Rhea looking on the inside of your leader, coming out of 4, something with Jared Stout. He really let off there in that number 1. Lost a couple of spots there in the middle of the field. Everyone bottlenecked behind him. Battle for the third spot. Scott Fisk now working on the inside in that number 12, trying to take the third spot away from Dennis Morris. Battle for the lead now. Rhea on the inside. They touch and get out of shape. And Dennis Morris right there to try to capitalize. Rhea looking down low, but he just can't get the momentum like Lytle does coming off the top of the turn. Now they're bunching up back up front. Dennis Morris looking for a second on the high side. Rhea, oh, they touch on the front stretch. Morris doing a good job keeping that out of the wall as Rhea touched the wheel of Morris. Fisk lets off the gas a little bit, and Morris right on the back bumper loses it and pulls off the back stretch. So Morris, losing all those positions, pulls out in front of a large group of cars. Top 3 come by. Scott Fisk and Rhea touch out of turn number 4. Rod Zeller in the 5th spot now. He's battling for 4th, trying to take it away from Kirk Johnson. Top 3, pulling away from the rest of the field. Lytle out front. Fisk and Rhea side by side for the 2nd spot. Fisk with the advantage. Kelly Hansen, we need you at the scales immediately. I know you can't hear me. Lytle out front. Scott Fisk looking for his first feature win in an IMCA Modified. Looks on the high side of the XL, and that back end of that XL is looking rather extra large to Scott Fisk, who looks on the outside. They take the top spot away. Side by side up front. Walker with some problems in that 81. He'll take it to the pit. Scott Fisk jumping out front, your brand new leader. Scott Fisk in the 12. Lytle back to 2nd. Problems on the 56 as he's off the pace. Scott Fisk, your leader. Looks like this time by checker flag in the hands of your starter. Here comes Scott Fisk, former Pro Stock champion, wins his first IMCA Modified feature here at the Crystal Motor Speedway. Tim Lytle will finish 2nd. Look like Rhea in the 21 finishing 3rd. Rod Sattler 4th. And the 66 of Kevin Watkins will finish, looks like, in the 5th spot. But what a win for that number 12. He knew how to win those races in the Pro Stock. And now in his 2nd night out in a modified and aero machine number 12, the Burt's Glass out of Ionia on there. Pit stop tire on the side of that modified. I am sure he is happy to take his first victory in the IMCA Modified division here tonight. Folks, let him hear it. Scott Fisk, your winner.